Okay, I'm using the other mic now. It should be good. Hold on, I gotta fix the fucking feed that I'm using. Shrink the chat a little bit. Swap it to live chat. And should be good now. Have to see how I sound, just in case. Doesn't sound like I'm that loud. Oh, whatever. I think it's good enough. I was keeping it here on this part of the screen since the intro won't fire off if I do that. Okay, it's been a while. Head to the center shopping district. Oh, looks like I already did that. I couldn't remember since it's been a week since I did this. I'm probably gonna end it off a little earlier than before, though. I'm not gonna go 3 hours or anything. Probably stop at around 10 or 11 maybe. I got pinged. Hang on. Fucking bot. Of course it fires off now. The bot sent out the notification finally. Minimize that for right now. Okay, pull chat back up. I'm using the headset mic this time. From what I can tell, it sounds okay. Seems a bit loud to me though. I might have to turn it down. It sounds way too loud. Maybe if I can get Zone here, I can get him to tell me whether it's too loud. I could probably just get my headphones, actually. Hang on. I'll get my other headphones and check on my phone whether it's too loud. Just plug it into my... Head back downstairs to where the music's playing so I can get an idea. Open YouTube on my phone. Untangle my fucking headphones. There it is. Okay, I think I can hear it now. No, that sounds fine actually. That's not too loud at all. Okay, good. Well, that's settled. Now I can actually play. Okay, headset mic works perfectly. Now we're ready. Now we're gaming. Okay, let's get this over with. You have no plans today. You decide to go somewhere you don't usually go. First, Yasovina bus station, shopping district, shrine, Junes grocery department. Let's go to the station. No one is around. It seems the next train won't be coming for a while. Buy a drink. Tap soda. You decide to go to the shrine in the shopping district on the way back. There's no one on the premises. The dusty shrine doesn't seem to be well maintained. You decided to go home. You sense someone is watching you. A mysterious fox suddenly appears before you. Does it live at the shrine? The fox is staring at you. You notice an ema plaque in its mouth. The mysterious fox nudges the ema into your hand, tongue-tied. It reads, "Please help Grandpa's legs get better. Kaita." The ema has someone's wish written on it. Why did the fox give this to you? Upon closer inspection, you notice an unusually shaped leaf stuck on the back of the ema. You don't recognize this leaf from the local plant life. Is this also the work of the mysterious fox? It's Joe Biden. Oh, not every day you see youngins like you around here. Nobody lives here anymore. I come by to tidy things up once in a while, but lately my legs are so achy I just can't do it. I've been trying to get this place up to snuff, but there just isn't enough money to go around. Well, I suppose I'll pay my respects. If my legs don't heal, I can't maintain the shrine. That, and I won't be able to visit Kaita anymore. He's my grandson, you know. You wonder if it could be the same Kaita who wrote the ema. The ema said, "Please help Grandpa's legs get better." What's that you got in your hand there? Could it be? That leaf. That's it. Way back when my grandmother always used to say a leaf shaped like that was the best kind of ache remedy out there. What memories. But how did you get your hands on this? I didn't think you could find those in the mountains anymore. Please, young man, could I trouble you to spare me that leaf? He gave the old man the leaf that was stuck to the back of the ema. This is it. Now let's see here. The old man stuck the leaf onto his leg. What are you meowing about, cat? What's wrong? What? Come here. Come here, cat. Come on. Did I get pinged again? I got pinged twice. Nice. Come on, cat. Come on. Stop meowing. Get over here. Okay, sorry. Amazing. The pain I've been feeling for who knows how long just up and vanished. Herm? Why, I feel better than I have in years. You really helped me out, youngin'. Did you just say young man and I just said youngin'? Yeah, that's what happened. I'm so grateful. Now I can go visit my grandson. I better pay thanks to the shrine for bringing us together like this. Damn, he was zooming. You marvel at the amazing results. Not only did it heal his aches, it even restored his vitality. The fox looks on from its hiding place with a contented expression. It seems to understand that the wish on the ema has been granted. The fox is peering into the offertory box as if to check the contents. It even seems to understand that the shrine has received an offering. Perhaps you were given the ema with the leaf for that express purpose. Yep. It seems it has taken a liking to you. It has a mouthful of the same leaves as the one you gave to the old man. It seems the fox has a large stock of mysterious leaves with healing powers. The fox is looking up mirthfully. Weird word. Is there something it wants from you? You cannot help but think how strange an encounter this is, as you realize a fox is showing you a pile of leaves. You feel a faint bond forming between you and the fox. I think the hermit rank is one of the only ones in this game you don't need a persona with you for, because it's just doing requests. Where does it find such amazing leaves? You reflect on how useful it would be to have this kind of help while searching the other side. Does it understand your thoughts? What are you doing, cat? Ow! Bitch! Don't fucking bite my foot! You don't have to fucking bite my foot, cat. Shit hurts. Okay. Sorry. Sorry, I was getting a drink. Had to mute.
The prime suspect in yesterday's ATM robbery in northern Inaba was arrested earlier today. The alleged thief is Pomena Sushin, a 26-year-old former employee of the company which reported the stolen vehicle. According to the police investigation, Pomena Sushin was...
I'm home. Ugh. How many days is he gonna call in sick? These rookies lately sure are...
Welcome back!
Nanako. I'm sorry I broke my promise again.
Oh, my big bro and his friends played with me instead.
I see. Thanks.
Oh, that's a Juness bag. What's in it?
I might have to turn down my fan in a second.
Good eye. Well, today is Children's Day. So I brought you a present.
Yay! Ooh, a t-shirt.
It took me a while to decide what to get you. You like it?
Wow, there's a picture on the front. That's so funny. Yay!
I got you one too. Not that you're still a child or anything, but fair is fair.
It's a swimsuit with an odd design on it.
Don't mention it. I thought you might need one soon. Well then, let's eat.
Okay.
Cat, stop. Why are you meowing? You spent a pleasant evening with the Dojimas. Oh wow. I don't think I've ever used this. I don't usually use the calendar in this game. Although there is uses for it, I guess. Oh, so the quiz stuff happens the next week in this. I like how the calendar is literally just a Persona 3 calendar. That's funny. What should I do? What do I have? Well, I have one book. The author's advice for those just learning how to fish is to not lose heart after hours of waiting for a bite. It seems willpower is very important for a fisherman. There's still some pages of beginner fishing left. You decide to save them to read next time. Cat, stop. No. No. Don't make me get up.
Yo!
No. Stop it. Why are you attacking my door? What is wrong with you? What's your deal, cat? Okay, just give me a second. Okay, I'm back. At least until the cat opens my door again. She was, like, bashing her head into my door, trying to get out.
Damn it, I just fixed this thing. It's making squeaking sounds again. Huh? Yeah. Hey, by the way, I'm sorry about the other day. You know, about what I said to Nanako-chan. After hanging out with Nanako-chan, I feel even stronger that we have to solve this case. Same to you. You know, Chie and Yukiko seem different lately. They're a lot closer. Oh yeah, I was just curious, but are you... never mind. You know, if we keep chatting, we're gonna be late. Man, school's such a chore. And now my bike's messed up too. The roads are much wider here than in the city, so I keep speeding. I guess that did it. Oh well. Until I get my motorcycle license, I'll just have to walk. What's up?
Word up.
Yo! Oh, why do the holidays have to end so fast?
At least they were peaceful. I listened in on the housewives gossiping at Junes, but it doesn't seem like anything happened. And I haven't heard anything about someone disappearing suddenly either. You think Yukiko could have been the last of the victims?
I don't know. But we shouldn't relax as long as the culprit remains at large.
I wonder, will someone show up on TV again if it rains? If we only knew a little more about who the killer might be.
It's no good fretting over it now. If someone does show up on the Midnight Channel, then we'll deal with it. It's supposed to start raining soon, but I hope this weather holds through next week. You know, midterms.
You had to go and bring that up. I don't want to think about it.
I wish I had Yukiko's gift for studying. Hey, Yosuke, why don't you have Yukiko go over some of the material with you?
Oh, that's right. Yukiko's ranked at the top on every exam. Maybe I should ask her for some private lessons.
Private lessons?
Huh? What's wrong? Ow! What was that for? I'm just asking you to help me study.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were talking about studying. I thought it might have been an off-color joke. Our inn has had some strange visitors lately.
If you thought it was a joke, then just shrug it off.
Sorry, my hand moved without thinking.
Jeez. Thanks a lot, Chie, for bringing up the whole studying thing.
What did I do? You're the one who made it sound creepy and wrong. Private lessons, huh?
What? Then it's mostly my fault?
Oh, I should start heading home.
Okay. I think I still have the rooftop request to do. Okay. guy isn't here, can't finish the quest. I'm just gonna have to wait then. Okay, so this is just like the thing from Persona 3 Portable. You just draw a fortune and then you'll get close to someone. I don't think I need to use it right now. Fox brought you an emo with a wish written on it. The emo is written in rounded characters. It's probably a young girl's handwriting. I want things to go well with the person I like. It seems the fox wants you to fulfill the wish written on the emo on its behalf. Could it be thinking that if wishes are fulfilled, then more money will be put into the offertory box? If you fulfill the wish, yeah, I get it. The fox seems happy. Check the bookstore.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Something is different. Marie is nowhere to be found. If you're looking for Marie, I sent her on an errand. She should be back soon. Please don't be so concerned. This errand is of course pertaining to those of us who reside within the Velvet Room. I would never allow her to roam your world freely by herself. One second. Cat opened the door again.
Oh.
God damn it. Okay. Door shut.
Huh.
Marie frantically snatches the paper. Excuse me. Snatches the paper away from you.
What is this?
What are you doing? I mean, what are you doing? Did you look? No, I didn't.
I see.
That's good. Marie looks very relieved. Just forget this happened, all of it. I'm hypnotizing you now. Sleep, sleep. You didn't see anything. Now wake up.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Marie returns to her seat and fidgets relentlessly. What can I far as the new stuff goes, not a whole lot. Yeah, I should probably avoid making Matador for right now, until I get Magaru. Or is it Mahama? I can't remember. I'll have to look at Margaret's request later. Let's do the first part of the Fox quest. Something in your shoebox. It's a note. Excuse me for writing this to you out of the blue. Oh, it's a love letter, that's right. It's a very moving love note, however, it's actually addressed to someone else. Apparently the girl put this in the wrong shoebox. Perhaps she's the one who wrote the email request. You should talk to her the next time you see her. Okay, first part is done. I don't think I can find her again until the next day. Let's hang out. Sorry, my fucking throat's messed up. Let's hang out with Chie.
Yo! Yeah, let's go! All right!
Okay. Chie is enthusiastic today as well. Hey, it's Nanako.
Yo!
Cat, what are you doing? Oh god. You're all hyped up, aren't you? What'd you do, Cat? Oh, you found one of your toys. That's why you're acting weird. You got the zoomies right now.
Huh?
Damn it.
Huh?
What's wrong with you, cat? You good? Whoa. What is... You okay? You alright? What's wrong? I prefer you not do that right there. What's wrong? Cat? Ooh. You okay? You okay? No, you're not okay. Oh. That's not good. Come here. You alright? You good now? Jeez. You good? Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back. We have... The cat just fucking threw up everywhere. Okay, I'm back. I cleaned up the mess. That was
Laters!
fucking terrible. She fucking threw up everywhere.
Welcome back.
The fucking, I don't know if you weren't here for it, Zone, but Skis was. My cat started meowing really, really loud. She went meow, 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 and then she just started throwing up everywhere. So I had to get up and fucking clean that up because it smelled so bad. Do I have a Hierophant? I don't think I do. I do not. I can technically go grab one. Let me check something. It's the lowest level for Hierophant. I think it's just whatever its name is. Well, I don't think it matters. I think I'll just go along with hanging out with him.
Hey,
Hey Zone, how does the headset mic sound? Does it sound alright? I checked it earlier. Read some dialogue, I'll see. Dojima is desperately casting him out for a topic to discuss. Well, how's school?
I see.
Your school days will be over before you know it. Make sure you have fun while you can. Kojima is nodding to himself. What else? Oh, yeah. What about your friends? Looks like you've made plenty of them. Dojima is scowling. Game sound muffles you sometimes. I could try and turn it up. Hang on. I'll turn it up a little bit. Is this good? I turned it up by like 2 notches. Speaking of that, I should probably lower my... Whoops, I just knocked something over. Let me just lower my fan a little bit. I can clip it so you can check. Yeah, it's better. Okay. I tried checking earlier and it sounded okay to me, but I wanted to make sure. Had to lower my fan by 1 because it was a little loud. God, that fucking... the cat is still fucking me up. I still don't feel good after doing that. That was disgusting.
What's wrong?
Big bro didn't do anything bad. I know, I didn't mean it like that.
But
I'm not bullying him, we're just having a little talk. It's getting late, go to sleep. She's really taking a shine to you. Look, just don't get yourself involved in anything dangerous. As long as you're safe, everything's fine. Your parents didn't ask me to raise your grades or anything. It seems Dojima is genuinely worried about you. You feel a faint bond forming between you and Dojima. Now, I gotta ping. Check that. Mic check. Mod check. Okay, let me copy the link. Open it in my browser, and we'll see. Game sound is slightly too much over mic, even after change. I don't see how that would be possible, but I can turn down the music a little bit, I guess. Because the music is probably what's doing it. I gotta open chat again, hold on. I closed it for a second.
Night.
Part of it might just be me not speaking loud enough. That's probably part of the reason. God damn it, cat. She's being a fucking pain in the ass right now. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just sat down again. You alright, cat? Alright, she's fine. I had to make sure she was okay. The best thing I can think of is that my mic just isn't picking up my voice super well when I speak low. Because sometimes I don't speak loud enough. Cat? No. Stop. Stop it. Spent my afternoon breaking shit to play Cancol again. My face when I can't anymore. I don't know what you're... I don't know what game you're talking about. VPN disconnected all my logins. Jesus. Does anyone have an extra look? Going to discuss Kokoro by Soseki Natsume. Open your textbooks before we begin the actual lecture. Cat? What are you doing? Sorry, she was being weird. Before we get to an actual lecture, I'll ask a question about Soseki himself. How about Seta, the city boy? Do you know how Soseki Natsume translated the English phrase, I love you, into Japanese? I don't. I literally wouldn't know this. One of these is not like the other. There's literally nothing that I would know on this question. Am I just gonna have to pull up Google? Is that what's gonna happen here? I could die. I'll just go with the moon one. You gave the answer you think is correct. You're very knowledgeable. Yep, he translated it as the moon is beautiful, isn't it? Why is that the answer? Hang on, I'm Googling this. I just clicked the one that looked different. What was his name? Soseki translation to Japanese. I gotta fucking Google this. Is this even true? Oh, it is true. Okay. Never mind, it was real. I thought they were just bullshitting me. Though he translated it from Russian, not English, it's still similar. Apparently it's just a poetic way to say fucking I love you. That's it. Don't make no sense to me, but alright. You hear thunder rumbling.
Hey, Chie, I bought you a new copy of that Trial of the Dragon flick. It was a Greatest Punches version for 980 yen. If I knew then, I'd just replaced it instead of buying you grilled steak.
Greatest punching version.
This is clearly getting closer.
Low tier god is approaching.
Huh? What are you, scared of a little lightning?
Quiet, you! I'd be a goner if even one of those things hit me.
You're freaking out way too much. Come on, shouldn't weather like this help with your kung fu training? A bolt of lightning would hit and it'd give you the inspiration for a new move. There was a scene like that in your DVD, wasn't there?
You jerk! You don't even care how I feel! If lightning has to strike someone, let it be this guy!
Now!
Is this a blackout?
That's what you get for saying that stuff, Chie. Looks like I better hurry up and head to work. Depending on how produce sells today, I might get a little bonus in my pay for the week. This weather may keep customers away, but I gotta do my best if I'm gonna save up for a motorcycle. It's from my manager. Hello?
Yosuke-kun? Some of the power in the store is out after that lightning strike. Could you come in early today? All the refrigerated shelves have stopped running. It's looking like we'll have to close up the produce section early today.
Wait, what? But my pay!
Anyway, I need you here to help deal with this mess. I'm counting on you. Goodbye.
Wait!
What are you looking at me for?
Why did this have to happen?
Hey, Yukiko, can we just go home?
Chie, do you know this story? A girl forgot her homework, so she snuck into school in the middle of the night, but she suddenly needed to use the bathroom. She ventured into the girls' room where all the lights were off. No one should have been there, but in the mirror...
Hold it right there! What are you talking
It's a ghost story. I thought you liked them.
Yeah, but why tell it now?
Chie is on the verge of tears. What should you do?
Thanks. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, figures it would give you link points for that.
Why don't you just have him escort you back home, Chie?
Are you making fun of me?
Well, yeah, with how freaked out you are, can you blame me?
Oh, the power's back! Come on, Yukiko, let's go home!
Chie and Yukiko leave in a hurry. Classes have ended for today. You have no choice but to wait for another rainy night. I don't know if there's anything I can do on this specific day. I'd have to check. Wait, who's this? Oh, it's okay. Good. Found her. Okay, well, that part of it's done now. It's a rainy day, so I could probably just do the beef bowl shop. I'm gonna have to save before that, though. So I think this early in the game, the main thing you need to rank up is, like, courage and understanding. Fucking low tier god out here. Central Shopping District. Beef bowl challenge thing. I'm not gonna read all this because it's the same every time until you get to a specific point. I might have to reload the save depending what happens. Understanding, knowledge, diligence. Rip. I did not get I didn't get courage, so no point on letting that one stick.
Welcome home!
Well, at least there's no event. Usually the worst ones are when an event is afterward. So if you don't get it on the first try, it's going to be a pain in the ass when there's specific story events after. Let me check on my cat 1 second. You alright? You alright, cat? Yeah, you're fine. Okay. She's just laying near my power strip now. Understanding, courage, diligence. Great. Perfect, I got it on the second try.
Welcome home!
It stopped raining, but the thunder was loud. Were you scared? Okay, let's go to the Velvet Room. I want to check something. Something is different. Marie is nowhere to be found. There's a piece of paper on the floor. Come to think of it, the last paper you found here belonged to Marie. Something is written on it in cute handwriting.
Seafoam, listen to my voice. My shouting, bellowing voice. Here I am, pouring my blood into my words, yelling at the very edge of the world. I am the Little Mermaid, unable to return. The Little Mermaid, faded to foam. The Little Mermaid.
This appears to be a poem. Sorry, I fucking love the poems in this game. They're so funny. They're just so nonsensical. Her sense of poetry is difficult to comment on.
I said no.
Damn. It would seem that Marie was the author of the poem you just read. I'm gonna check the prices on the cards. I wasn't expecting an event to happen, but I'll take it. 5,000 to 10,000, 10,000, 5,000 to 10,000 looks like the all-around price on these. I'm gonna be taking that because I want to give it to Izanagi later. I don't think there's anything I need to do here. I just wanted to buy that card. That was about it. Let's hang out with Nanako. You spend a precious moment with Nanako. You feel your relationship is going to become closer soon. Today's a Sunday, so you don't have to go to school. You wonder when it will rain at night again. Your first term midterms start... Ugh, that fucking was a tongue twister for a second. Your first term midterms start tomorrow. What should you do today?
Oh, hello? It's me, Chie.
Would you mind hanging out with me for a while today? I need to get my mind off of studying for a bit. Sure.
Yeah!
That's not it! Huh?
Nunya.
Wait!
Crack a joke. I'm not sure how useful Ice Boost is ever gonna be, if I'm being honest.
Let's see you later. Let's head home.
I cut it off, so I figured I'd do that.
Well... I made flowers at school yesterday. They said today is Mother's Day. My teacher told us that's a day when you give your mom flowers. I don't have a mom, so I don't know what to do with these flowers.
That's depressing.
Huh? Oh, you mean the family altar? Dad always puts food there. He said it gets to Mom in heaven. Do you think my flowers will get to her too? I did a really good job on mine. My teacher said they were pretty too. I wonder if my mom will be happy to get them. You should make a flower too, big bro. Then we can celebrate Mother's Day together.
Nanako taught you how to make an origami flower.
We did it!
You place the finished flower on the family altar. It's getting late, so you put Nanako to bed and head back to your room. That scene wasn't in the original, by the way. That's a new one. Slightly depressing, but it's a good scene. What is it called when muscles grow after exercise? Overcompensation. You feel like you've chosen the correct answer. What is the year before 1 AD called? 1 BC. All of these are just answers from the previous days. That's all they are. So you just choose what you choose last time. Oh, this one I googled. I still have the fucking tab open. Watching a podcast a while back and they talked about Persona games and video game expansion slash DLC content if they should even exist to begin with. Most Persona DLC isn't really that intrusive, so I don't see the connection there. I didn't know Persona games released, then a different fixed version also releases sometime later. Well, when it came to Persona 4 Golden, like, I guess it's a fixed version, but it came out like years after the original. Like, it's not like they're not adding anything new to it. Like, I mean, people can bitch about it, I guess, but they don't bitch about Devil May Cry when it does it. I think it's just cope for the most part. And as for whether it's DLC or not, Persona games don't have DLC for the most part unless it's Arena or Persona 5, but Persona 5 made their DLC free, so there's nothing to complain about there. People would prefer the newer version over the original. I still like the original. Golden I like too. It's just, they both stand on their own. Like, I get people were probably pissed off and like, wah wah, I want the original's content and all that shit. Like, Persona 3 is like a huge problem when it comes to Persona, because Persona 3 is an overall issue because people can't decide whether they like one version or another. Because despite what everyone thinks, Persona 3 Original and FES are not fun. They're not very fun games. They don't become fun until the middle of the game. Because at the beginning of Persona 3 Original and FES, the mechanic for Tartarus sucks. It is the most annoying piece of shit mechanic in a video game. Because the risk that comes involved with it, you take more damage if you get tired. You miss more. Both of those things could get you insta-killed and send you back to your last save. And when Portable came out, another problem came out, where Portable removes the 3D animated scenes for the story and replaces them with a visual novel style. Argument was for video games in general. Why must they release an expansion for a game you've already paid for months or years later that you've already stopped caring about? Well, when it comes to Atlas, people still care about the games. Persona 3, people still care about that game to this day. And they still bitch about that game to this day. Like, Persona 3 Reload is coming up, and people are bitching about it even now. They're complaining how the UI isn't what they want it to be, even though it's an early trailer and the game isn't even fucking out yet. so they're just bitching about a trailer for the most part. Reload isn't out. I think it looks great. I don't see any issues with it right now. People are complaining how the Answer expansion wasn't in it and how female character wasn't in it. And to me, it doesn't matter because Femc, her story sucks. Like, it rewrites some scenes depending what you do. So, well, Femc doesn't suck. Let me fix what I said there. Femc's great. It's just, she's not that special. She's not super different other than her attitude and her dialogue and specific events where she gets swapped around. Stop it, cat. Please? Thank you. Persona 4, people were complaining because they were giving Persona 4 too much love. Because Persona 4, Persona 4 had this thing where a lot of spin-offs started to exist. First it was Arena, I think, and then it went, no, it was Dancing All Night first, and then it went to Arena, and then Ultimax, Persona Q. There was just a lot of spin-offs for Persona 4, and then Golden came out. I think Golden came out in the middle. The timeline's a little weird, but Golden pretty much was... It was a better version of the original. Persona 4 had a lot of issues, but... Well, not a lot of issues. It had some issues. Most of them you wouldn't even know about, because the game stood on its feet on its own pretty well. And when Golden came out, everything was pretty interesting. Like, Golden is just a better version of that game in general. Because it fixed the card system. Now the card system heals your SP, which is very helpful, because SP is probably the biggest problem in the original Persona 4, because you'd run out of SP and you'd have to fight a boss with little to no SP depending what you did. You'd have to fuse a specific persona to like heal up all of that. When it comes to like video game expansions, people complain about, oh, I don't want this newer version coming out. Devs shouldn't make more content for an already existing game, but what if it's later down the line as a remake or a rework? Well, people complaining about that don't realize that the re-release for Golden and Portable are $20. They're not full price. They're just $20. So they're not trying to burn a hole in your pocket. When it comes to Royal was full price because it was kind of a big event for the most part, because Royal is a really popular game and it was going to earn a lot of money. So they put it at full price. And I don't even remember when Royal released. I'd have to check. Hang on. Persona 5 Royal release date. I have to check what year it came out. 2019. So the original came out in 2016. So the thing about Persona 5 is that Persona 5 had some issues depending how well you were doing in the game. Like, sometimes you wouldn't even get into battles anymore because you'd probably be over leveled depending what you did. There was also just a lot of stuff that the game didn't really work on too well. When Royal came out, they fixed a lot of stuff, and they made the game a little bit more accessible when it comes to the personas themselves. And they added more story. The story made it way better of a game. They fixed a character in his entirety through Royal. Akechi is just a way better character in Persona 5 Royal. So they fixed something that was largely a problem. I should probably get through this before I go on a rant. But Devil May Cry does the same thing where they release a special edition, but the thing is, for Devil May Cry, they release it like a year later or something. Like a year later, they release the rework. When it comes to Persona games, the newer version doesn't come out for like a little bit. Like, I'd have to look up the time span between the Persona 3 ones, but version timeline. To look up the timeline for them. I'm gonna shrink my window a little bit. Release dates. Have to look up the release dates on the games. Okay, so the original Persona 3 came out in 2006, and then FES came a year later because it was a sort of an anniversary version of the game, and it added a few things. And then the year after that, Persona 4 came out. So, for a while, Persona games were coming one year after another, and that's compared to when Persona 5 came out, that was a little crazy because the mainline Persona game didn't continue until 2016. So we got Golden in 2012, which was a bigger mainline game, but it was the same one as 2008. Like, if people want to complain that they're releasing better versions of the game later and all that, that's fine, but I think a lot of these games, they have so much work put into them.
It's finally over.
They have so much work put into them that if they want to just make the game better and release a version later, I think it's okay. Like, personally, I own pretty much every version of Persona 3 at this point. And I own every Persona 4 game that I can think of, minus the dancing game. But as far as I can tell, all of these games have a lot of work put into them. And I mean, if people don't like that they're releasing a different version of the game, that's okay. I guess I can see their point, but no one complains when any other series does it. Like, I don't see anyone complaining about when Devil May Cry does it. Like, no one was bitching when Special Edition for Devil May Cry 5 came out. They were all pogging and soy-facing over Virgil, and they're still doing it to this day. Like, you can go on Discord and you'll find dumbasses fucking posting Virgil gifs every 5 seconds because they feel like they identify as him.
Ooh, what a load off. I bet every student feels like this after exams are over.
But anyway, my whole deal is that I'm fine when Persona does it, because Atlas isn't purposely trying to burn a hole in your pocket for the most part. they could have made the re-release for Golden $60, and they could have made the Persona 3 portable game $60, but they didn't. They kept it at $20, and they didn't lock anything up behind DLC. And before I saw these come out, they made every single DLC on Persona 5 free, and I got them all for free because of that. So I think Atlas is doing the best they can to please people, but you can't please people who can't be pleased. Like, there's no point trying to please anyone who is purposely trying to find a problem. Like, if you go on Twitter, you could probably just look up Persona 3 Reload and you'll find people tweeting about how the game has a UI issue and they don't like it and they want everything from the previous games in it. And it's just like, we get it, you have nitpicks, that's cool, but you're just gonna bitch no matter what they do.
Hey, quiet down!
But I think that's it for my rant.
So what did you write for number 7? The one about what that referred to in the sentence?
I put her sorrowful expression.
Oh, crap. Then I got it wrong. I put the rice cakes on top of the table.
Rice cakes? Wait, was that what the story was about?
All right, I'm giving up on composition. I'm gonna bet it all on geography.
Okay.
What did you choose for the tallest mountain in the solar system? Ah, seriously? I chose the wrong one!
Oh, I put that one too.
Whoa, you two? And it's probably the right answer. Boy, I can't wait for our grades to be posted out in the hall where everyone can see them. Jeez.
Hey, did you hear? A TV station's filming here in town.
They're probably just doing more stuff about that hanging corpse case.
No, it's not that. You know the highway nearby? They're gonna cover those biker gangs that hang around there. A friend of mine goes to the biker meetings sometimes. I heard it from him.
Dude, what are you doing hanging out with a guy in a biker gang?
I guess it's hard to put into text what I mean in general, but it was more of, why should I when I've already had my time and my experience with a game and already moved past it? Well, Persona games are meant to be replayed. Like, they have replay value. Like, there's reasons to do a new game plus. It's pretty much encouraged to do a new game plus on Persona games. So, like, I mean, if you want to be the person who plays it once and then moves on, that's cool. I mean, you can do that. The game doesn't force you to stay. The reason why I play Golden and the original is because I started with the original and I played the original. I beat it like 3 times. And it was great because each time I had something new to play with. Because on New Game Plus, you unlock stuff. Like, there's new stuff you unlock in a New Game Plus on Persona games. Namely, a secret boss battle. So, every Persona game has a secret boss battle you unlock when you get New Game Plus. So, you work towards that. There's also just new personas you get also. You can also deal with dialogue that you couldn't normally do, which is a big part of Persona 4. There's some dialogue options you won't get early in the game because you're not on New Game Plus. Who also argue the something in the fall when I forgot Persona and how they do it, so never mind. Well, a lot of Persona players, I'm not sure what they're arguing, but a lot of them do enjoy the games and their story, and that's usually what keeps them around. But they also like the RPG gameplay because it's really flexible. Because when it comes to Personas, you can pretty much build them any way you wish if you really want to go about that, and a lot of people like that. Um, there's specific personas that you unlock that are pretty much made to where you can do that. When it comes to expansions and all that, I wouldn't consider... I feel like if they add enough into Persona 4 Golden, which they did, they added quite a bit, I feel like it's fine, because they add new stuff in. Like, just now, like, the day before in-game, there was a new, like, at least 3 new scenes that they added that I went through. The flower scene with Nanako, that's new. That's totally new and voice acted. The lightning scene with Chie, that's brand new. There's quite a few you'll see as you go through the game. Like, they add complete new days, new scenes, new anime cutscenes. Like, that's a lot of work. Like, people could say it's just like a rework and there's nothing completely new, and that's just not true. When it comes to Golden, they added new cutscenes, a new intro animation, new music, a whole new part of the game in the winter, a whole new social link with a new character, new boss battle, new dungeon.
Well,
It's just like,
what do you think about tomorrow's group
there's a
blind
lot
date?
to deal with.
We were gonna meet
when
outside,
it comes to that.
but
I accidentally hit the X button. Persona 5 Royal does that too. They added a whole new part of the game, a third semester, and it's a whole, like, 2 whole new dungeons and a whole new part of the story also. It's not like they're not trying to add anything.
it's gonna rain soon, right? Won't it be better to play it safe tomorrow, too?
Another argument would be, why re-release it as new and fixed instead of making it a patch for an already existent game? But it falls when the game is released years later under a different system. Persona 5 came out on PS3 and PS4, so it came out around the time PS3 was starting to stop having games released on it. So when I played Persona 5, I had it on my PS3, and when I got Persona 5 Royal, it was on PS4, obviously. So by that point, I had played Persona 5 at least, the original, I've played it at least 5 times or more at that point, because there was just a lot I was doing. I was playing on new difficulties, the hardest one. I was playing it on separate difficulties. What was that game everyone shitted on because a remake released 2 years after it already released? That's probably a lot of games, Zone. I couldn't really say. But the problem, when people say, why didn't they just release it as a patch or something, I would say that you can't release, I guess technically you can, but if you want to release so many changes into a single game, I feel like the way that, it's going to be hard to explain, but Persona 5, it had so many changes for the dungeons that it basically felt like a whole new dungeon for the most part. They added new portions, a few, like a new mechanic regarding the will seeds. So those are collectibles you have to find inside the palace for something. They added the grappling hook feature. It's basically, they changed so much that I feel like if they wanted to release it as a separate version of the game, they could. For Persona 4 Golden, it's polished and it has a bunch of new stuff in it. So, I don't know. I feel like if it wants to be released as a separate version of the original, it can. Like, there's nothing terrible about it. Like, they're not being scummy about it from what I see. Like, they're not purposely locking stuff behind DLC unless it's like, well, I wouldn't say unless. They haven't really done that at all. Golden and Portable re-release has no DLC, it's just the game itself. When Persona 5 and Royal, their DLC went free, as far as I know. I know Royal's DLC went free because I got it for free after they did. So, I don't know. I feel like bringing up remakes and re-releases or remasters, Atlas is not the company I would complain about when it comes to that. I know people want to, because they feel like they want to nitpick specific details and how it's not perfectly aligned with what they thought the original game would be. And that's fine. But when it comes to Persona 3, there's so much in Persona 3 that sucks that a remake was needed. Portable didn't do enough to fix the issues. It made more issues as far as I could tell. Turning it into a visual novel is what pretty much canned it for me. But I still love the game. It's just the visual novel part of it sucked. Because it takes away your immersion. Like, you still love the characters and stuff, but when it comes to a visual novel perspective, visual novels really do a terrible job of connecting you with characters unless they really try to make it interactive. Which, I'd say certain games do make it easier to connect to the characters when it comes to a visual novel perspective. But for me, there's very little visual novels that I can connect with. I think the only visual novel series that I've been interested in was Danganronpa, and that's just because it has an actual gameplay perspective that you can deal with. And there's not just, hey, can you fucking read? It's just, you actually have stuff you can do.
Biker gang?
Oh yeah! They raise a ruckus from time to time. I guess your place is too far away to hear them.
You're telling me you've never connected with the cripples from that one Dude, I'm not playing that fucking visual novel. That's just a fucking... That's a weird fucking degenerate bait game. That's just degenerate. No thank you.
We live right by the road. The
Do I look
noise
like
can drive
Crust to you?
insane.
I hear some guys at this school are part of it too.
Yeah, I know there are some rumors about a first-year student here who's a total hellraiser. One of the guys working at Jeunesse said the dude's been a legend ever since middle school. Although, was he in a biker gang?
Did you say he was a legend?
If you ignore her legs gone, it might be really good. True, dude. Just put a bag over her head and ignore her. That'll work.
It's not what you think, Yukiko.
My fucking throat hurts after that. That rant actually hurt my throat. I don't know why. I might have to... Do I have any more coffee left? No, I don't. Shit. I might get some coffee in a second then. I tore my throat up because I was ranting. I just get really passionate when it comes to Persona games and people complaining about them, because I feel like a lot of the complaints are just a little bit too nitpicky. That's why I get so fucking up in arms about it sometimes, because I feel like it's way too nitpicky. Like, if you go through life constantly nitpicking stuff, you're just gonna hate everything. Like, you're never gonna enjoy yourself because you're always thinking about what's bad in something. Like, it's good to, like, look at the value of what you're buying, but I see value in Golden and the remake for Persona 3, so that's just my personal thing. Like, there's value in even Devil May Cry re-releasing. There's always value in a re-release if it's done well and adds new stuff. As much as people hate it, a re-release isn't always a terrible thing. Because it gives people more access, like... for example, Golden, this game. I couldn't play this game for years because it was on the PS Vita. I literally could not play it. It was literally impossible for me to play it because I couldn't buy a fucking Vita. And when they re-released it on Steam, I was angry for a little bit because they didn't release it on PS4 until this year. Okay, what am I supposed to... Second floor, okay. Okay, her confession worked and it works. Me win Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, it's a PS5 exclusive, but it'll probably change in the future. Sony's been really good at just letting people play their games. I imagine Bloodborne will have the same effect later, where they'll just move it to PC or something. Sony's been really lenient on their games lately. Fuck. My throat hurts. I went to the wrong place. But Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden, both of those games were isolated. Just saying, their sales chart would be off the roof if they'd given me the option to buy it. Well, I think that's just the consequence of trying to make a next-gen game. It's just isolated to some place that a lot of people don't have yet. I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to make a really good Final Fantasy game. And from what I hear, it is a really good Final Fantasy game. It's just, I guess they just didn't really want to make a PS4 version or anything because they figured it would, I don't know. Maybe they just figured there was no point if they wanted to make a next gen. I mean, they could have. Resident Evil 4 Remake did it, so I guess that's not really an excuse. People are just really focused on graphics and shit, but you see what I'm playing right now. It's originally a PS2 game, so... I think it looks good, so I might have to end this off soon because I think I've actually fucked up my throat. That rant kinda went bonkers. Going back to the shrine takes time, wait until later. Shit. Okay. Sorry, I have my little notes pulled up, so fuck. Do I have water in here? I need something. 15 also wasn't that good, so I might put off some who've never seen the 16 trailers. Every time I look at Final Fantasy 15, it looked okay to me. When it came to 16, I saw people playing 16, and it looks like a really fucking good game. People were a bit stupid on Twitter, though. When you go on Twitter, people are absolutely brain dead when it comes to Final Fantasy 16.
Hey! Hey! Huh? Oh.
Fastness, nothing in it, much in its place other than grass. I guess I'm too used to open world games at this point, where I just like looking at stuff. Like when it came to Red Dead Redemption 2, the world was so alive. Like there was animals, there was people riding through the country with you. It was just really interesting. The details were out there as far as it went for Red Dead 2. Just give it a try, but the game wasn't that good enough for me to spend more on it. Well, every time I want to... I've been planning to buy Final Fantasy 15, but anytime I try to, it's never on sale. And when it is on sale, it's like $30. And I'm not buying it at $30. $30 sounds decent as a price for the game. I can see it being 20 or less without DLC in it. I don't agree. There's a lot of games that go on sale at $20 and it has all the DLC. They have the option to do it, they're just not doing it. 15's been out so long at this point that I feel like it shouldn't be $30 when it goes on sale. Like, they can keep the original price, but when it goes on sale, it should go down to $20 at least. I think $30 is just not worth it for me. Because I've bought a lot of games that had all the DLC, and most of them were $20 or lower. Like Mortal Kombat 11, I got that with every single bit of DLC, at least $20 or under. So I don't see really much point in keeping it at 30 if they're gonna do that when the game's been out so long. The expansions are actually never than you think. Newer than you think. That's why I understand it would be 30 as a bundle. Well, I don't see how that matters that much, really, because you're buying the game itself with the DLC, and I don't feel like a small bit of story DLC should justify keeping it above $20. Because I doubt those DLCs last that long, so... Anyway, her fucking dad's dying. I've been lazy, I haven't been reading. I've left it up, though, as I was going through it. I've been reading it quietly to myself, because I'm a fucking doofus. As far as I know, they're full expansions for each characters. Can't confirm. Never played. Yeah, just look up the length of the DLCs, because I personally don't really know if I just don't think the game should be $20 when it's on sale. I mean, fuck. I think it should be $20 when it's on sale. Not... because it's been... I don't know how many years since it came out. FF15 really... Oh, God. Release date. I think it came out... Yeah, it came out in 2016. I don't know. Well, if it came out in 2016, it's like fucking 7 years old. 6 or 7. Yeah, 7. 7 years old. I don't know, it's nearly a decade old at this point. So... like, Persona 5 goes on sale, and I think I've seen it go... the original Persona 5, I mean. Not the newer one. The original went on sale, and it had the DLC, and it was below $20, I think. So, I don't know. I don't really think I could justify it not being $20 when it's nearly a decade old. My mother and me about 10 years ago. He found another woman, he's a dirty sleazebag. And now he comes crawling back to his daughter because he's dying, yeah, after getting dumped by his bimbo. Talk about shameless. This sucks so much I'd forgotten him after all this time. His name, his face, his very existence, I've completely blocked him out. Even worse, Mom's going to look after him until he kicks the bucket. She's being stupid. How gullible can you get? He left her. Understand, he's a hand-me-down from the other woman who dumped him when he got sick. My throat is absolutely destroyed.
I'm sorry. Bye then.
Welcome back.
That ass Adachi keeps vanishing every now and again. I figure he's probably slacking off around Junes whenever he does. If you see him hanging around when you're at Junes, he's probably goofing around. So if you see Adachi at Junes, tell him off for me, okay? You remember that you've seen Adachi in the food court before. The next time you go to Junes, you should be on the lookout for Adachi. I think I've been going for 2 hours, but I'm gonna check something real quick. I think this is a good place to stop from what I'm looking at in my notes here. Well, it's not really notes, I just have the usual walkthrough I used a long time ago. I call it my notes, but it's actually just a walkthrough. I have it open because I want it to be a perfect playthrough if I'm gonna do it on the stream. I've beaten the game before, so it doesn't matter. Okay, this is probably where I'm gonna stop, because I don't think I can read much anymore. After that rant, I think I fucked up my voice. I think 2 hours is how long I've been going. 2 hours is okay. Besides, if I stop here, it will save time for when something happens. Can't find an answer, but people are saying 1 to 2 hours per episode. Not counting bonus stuff. And that for a total of 5 episodes, it was like 10 to 15 hours. Yeah, but it's a JRPG. It's like 100 hours for the whole game, depending on what you do. So 10 to 15 hours on DLC is, in the long term on a JRPG, not that long. Depending what JRPGs you're playing, 10 to 15 hours is a godsend. You can totally finish 15 and 30 to 80 hours. Yeah, but do you see how weird that range is? The thing is, I think if you go through skipping every single cutscene and you're purposely trying to get through it as fast as you can, yeah, you're gonna bump down the time a lot. But if you're playing through it like a normal person, then no, it's gonna be at least casually 80 hours or 100, depending how quick you're actually going through it. Most people would actually try and do the side stuff, at least a little bit. So it's not a like accurate representation of how long the game would be for people. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it here. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do, because tomorrow I gotta do stuff, so I'd have to see how I'm feeling. I might give my voice a break tomorrow if I stream, so I'll just stream something else if I do it tomorrow. I'm thinking that I'll play Code Vein tomorrow. Sorry, Code Vein tomorrow. I feel like that would be a good thing to stream since it wouldn't be hard and I don't have to read. I feel like that one would be really entertaining, for me at least, because I really like Code Vein. I think that's good for now. Wanted to buy that game for ages now, but it's still not on fucking GFN. Yeah, I own Code Vein. I was actually considering whether I was gonna stream it today. I've beaten the game a few times now. I was gonna play it today. And then I decided that I should probably just continue on Persona 4. But apparently that was a bad idea because my throat's all fucked up now. Okay, well, I'm gonna close this out now. Goodbye.